On this episode of Street Rat Garage, I buy the cheapest SRT Dodge vehicle I can find. Now, in case you can't tell, which you may not be able to unless you look right here, this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee 6.4 liter SRT vehicle. And it's obviously been in a slight bit of an accident if you look in this general area and back there and on the other side and underneath the rear. It was quite an accident. Now the real question is this just a parts car? It obviously has a running engine because it was running all the way to the accident site. So it runs. I don't know if anything was damaged underneath because I didn't look, but there's a lot of major damage all through this vehicle, obviously. Let's have a look at it real quick. So we can just kind of start right here in the front and see that what happened. Well, it looks like the main accident was right here in this corner, like it slid off the road possibly. There's a lot of damage here on the rim, and then probably spun around into maybe a tree, slid off the road possibly. Something came right in here and hit this quarter panel, just pushing in everything. It's bent a little bit here. It's bent a whole lot here, but it threw this panel gap out pretty far. But the main bulk of it is right here. And these aren't supposed to lift off sideways, but this one does. And it has pushed the core support into a little bit of the engine. It looks like it broke the plate off the throttle body controller there. So that's an issue. Everything on the front end, the core support and everything is damaged. Now the real question is, did it damage the frame? Which I would say maybe. This is the cradle mount bolt, and that's obviously coming apart. So there is a definite issue there. So you can see where it's bent here as well. There's a lot of damage. This side, not as bad, but definitely pushed everything out this way, running this fender and chipping up this door a little bit. But if we use it for parts, you know, there's still a lot of good parts left on this vehicle. So what to do with this one? That is the question. So we're gonna have to jack this up and look to see what kind of damage was done underneath of it. Yeah, it's locked. Okay, well, we'll look on the inside in a moment. Let's go get a jack, get this jacked up, and see what it looks like on the underside to determine, can we even do anything, or do we even want to do anything with this one? Okay, let's get this guy jacked up in the air and take a look at the suspension to see just what kind of damage we have. Well, that's yeah, that's not connected anymore. Nope, there it goes. Haha. Ew. Come in here and have a look at this mess. This is definitely a mess. My gosh, look at this. The strut is completely bent. It pulled out the control arm, the tie rod in out of the rack, which probably wasn't that hard, but I mean, it bent it bent the whole tie rod in an S shape. So yeah, nice. It ripped the ball joint out, and it broke the arm here that's holding the spindle in. Broke it completely, sheared it completely in two. Wonder if this is aluminum or looks like just a cast part. The upper ball joint still seems to be in good shape, but that upper A-arm seems to be tweaked a little bit. The lower A-arm is tweaked some. The sway bar is bent. Now that's all not so bad. It's this I'm worried about right here. This is the frame rail. I mean, it hit the strut so hard that it pushed it right back up against this frame rail, and probably this whole area that was impacted, and it's moved that frame rail. Not a lot, but definitely enough to really throw it off. No, here's the other end. Yeah, the further you get, the worse it looks. It's way out here. Now, is that fixable? Yeah, of course it's fixable. Do you want to? I don't know about that. Oh no. Yeah, there's the other frame. Can you see right there how it's kinked? That's even worse than the other side. That's bad. That one is bad. And there's the other end of the frame rail. Whew. Can that be fixed? Probably. Well, definitely can. But oh man, that's messed up bad. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Right now, just looking at that little bit, my vote is parts car, but let's get into it a little bit more. Well, let's get this nice hood out of the way. What used to be a really cool looking hood. It's only being held on by one hinge now. The other one is completely ripped off. So yeah, that's gone. Makes it real easy to get off. I think this is aluminum. It's super light. Yeah, that looks like it's is it aluminum? It's not rusting. So, was a cool hood. Well, yeah, it's definitely a mess in here too. You can have a look at it from this angle. So, it's supposed to go straight that way. It does not do that any longer. The computer here, it's dislodged, but it still looks like it's connected. Push this back down a little bit, but the plug's still in there. The caps are just popped off a little bit. But the computer seems to be undamaged. I mean, it pushed everything this way, but it bulged this out a little bit. We might have some problem with wires. I've already tried to start this, and the starter's not engaging, so we'll have to look at that. And this is a concern here. This cap with some processing information on it is the throttle body is not going to work without this this board on there. Definitely, I think that's a throttle position board, part of the throttle position sensor. I don't know if that's the sensor or not, but it's no longer hooked up. There's the wire down there, and that probably had another gear on it, I imagine, or maybe not. So yeah, I don't know. It may still start without that on there, but you probably can't rev it up, or the computer's not going to see the values. No, you can't rev it up because it doesn't have that's a drive-by-wire, not drive-by-cable, so it's not going to rev up. It may start, but not going to rev at all. This is a problem. Everything's pushed in here. I would like to pull this out and inspect behind this area here to see if anything was damaged. So I have a thought for that. So let me get set up, and we're going to try and pull this out the old-fashioned way. Now, when I say old school, of course, I mean our ramp truck with the winch on it. We're going to just yank that sucker right on over so we can have a look down there, pull the core support away from the engine, make sure there's no damage. Hopefully everything is good on the inside of there. So let's get to pulling. So I got the winch hooked right around the top part of the core support. We don't care about anything on the front because it's all destroyed. So it was pushed in this way, so we're gonna pull out in the opposite direction. Hopefully, it doesn't rip it apart and we don't get hit in the head with any flying debris. It does not look too bad in there, but that core support is really close to some of the components there. I think that's the AC compressor right in there, and it looks like it may have taken a little bit of damage, maybe even cut that belt. The radiator definitely gone. Everything else, the ABS system is still in there. It may or may not have been damaged, but yeah, let's pull this back. Let's have a gander. Now, make sure you're not standing in the direct line of fire. I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. Then I have enough cord I can step over here out of the way and start winching this out. All right, so I have the camera set over there by the truck, as you can see, and I'm standing way over here on the opposite end, just in case. So let's start pulling on this. Ooh, it's making so many. Oh, that's the scary part right there. Yeah, starting to pull the truck. Let's relax that a little bit. Okay, we got it pulled out a few inches, but I didn't loosen that up enough. We seem to have run out of pull there because it's starting to just pull the truck sideways. So we're going to come down here a little bit lower and see if we can't pull this bottom part out. We're just going to pull it little by little. Just pull it out a couple inches at a time until we can see what we have going on down there. Okay, I have it rehooked here, but I'm just using the hook part of it on the thin metal, so that's dangerous. So I'm definitely going to make sure to stay out of the way of this one. But let's pull on this a little bit, and you stand here and watch it. All right, here we go. More pulling. Come on. Pull. Oh, pull in the truck again. But it pulled it out a little bit more. I think it's best if we just go ahead and sit it down on the ground. Then maybe it'll dig in a little bit. Of course, now I can't take the jack out, but the A-arm should dig into the ground. Maybe it'll help drag that out a little bit more. Man, it's a mess under there. Okay, we have it in another new position on the ground. Yeah, there she goes. Now she's pulling hard. Oh, way better. Dragging the winch down even. Whoa, there you go. That's one of those braking things I was talking about. If that was had more pressure on it, we would be having a hook flying back at us. All right, another one. Come on, pull. Get out of there. Oh, nice. This is getting dangerous. Okay, it is coming apart little by little. I'd like to get this washer fluid bottle out of here, if that's possible. Open things up a little bit more. Yeah, still being held on by one little 10mm bolt there. But this, what is that? Is that that looks like, is that a cam position sensor? I hope not. What is that? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, that scared me there. That just leads down to the windshield washer reservoir. That right there kind of looked like it might have been a insert for a cam sensor, but yeah, it is not. Pull that back a little bit. Yeah, the frame rail is pushed in and it's almost touching the power steering. I think that's a power steering unit right there. So I'm going to hook to this frame rail. I don't know if we can pull that out any. It's pretty thick, but hollow on the inside. Well, let's hook to it, see if we can pull it over a little bit. Okay, hooked up again. I'm gonna start the truck so we have a little bit of extra pulling power. We might need it on this one. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna pull or not. Come on, pull. Oh, the winch is stopping. And the truck is moving. No, I don't think it's gonna pull that frame rail out. The winch is barely moving. It stopped. Oh, now it's actually, oh, it's not moving. Is it moving? Or is it just moving the truck? I think it's just moving the truck. Yeah. Not looking good. So I'm just gonna try giving it a couple quick yanks with the old truck here. Boom. That's one. Let's back up. Let's give another real good one here. That was a little soft. Could have done a harder one than that. Let's give it a little bit more. There we go. That's 3 altogether. So let's see if that made any difference at all. So it looks like it pulled the frame rail out about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches, but at least it's off the power steering pump there. I think that's the power steering pump right there. So now we have a little bit more room. I'll yank on it a couple more times off camera, see if I can get it anymore, but yeah, it does not look like there's any damage to the engine at all. Maybe the front accessory drive, we can't quite see that yet. But everything else looks pretty good on this 6.4 liter Hemi. So worst case scenario, we have an awesome engine we can maybe use in the Charger or something. Okay, so I've been getting the front pieces stripped off of the car and not looking good. Now, when I say not looking good, I am referring to the structure of the vehicle. The engine, it actually looks just fine. This right here, I thought it was the AC, or not the AC, it is the AC. This is the power steering pump up here, and it got into it just a little bit here, but there's no chips. It just broke the belt off, and the AC pump looks okay. Somehow it actually broke the belt in two. So I'm guessing that the frame rail right here pinched that belt and snapped it in two. But there's no damage at all to the engine. So we're good there. Now, when I say the body is tweaked, let's look at this and notice this tower is going up at an angle. That's not the camera. That's not the vehicle being jacked up. This is actually going at an angle. This one, not at an angle. This one, at an angle. So it is bent right here. All of this structure is bent. That's bent there. It's bent here. This A-arm is cocked sideways because the body structure is bent. So all of this is tweaked backwards. That is going to be more work than I want to do. Pretty much cut the whole entire front end off of this and replace it, plus all the damage that is back there. So no thank you on that. But we should have a perfectly good 6.4 liter Hemi engine right here. And I was able to get the doors open. I put the Charger on it and got it to power up. But when I try to hit the button, it just clicks. Nothing. The starter will not engage. So we probably severed a wire. It's in park. It says there's a shifter problem as well, but I hear a solenoid clicking like it's supposed to engage the starter, but it's not. Now, fortunately, there's not much damage in here besides the airbags are blown. All the knee bags are blown. The one airbag is blown on this seat on the other side. No, or is it this seat? This seat's, yeah, I didn't even notice. This seat's blown. And is this seat blown? No, this seat's not blown. So we got one good seat here. The airbag in this seat is blown. We got a good console. We got the Uconnect system, which is working. I had it on earlier, so the Uconnect still works on this. See, SRT. I'm just wondering if that screen will come out of this vehicle and go into our charger. It has a smaller screen, but maybe we can get that to fit. That would be cool. This has good door panels. The rest of the steering wheel is good. It has the paddle shifters, and I'm wondering if we can put that in our charger as well. It has electric power steering, which is still operational. So even though the wheels were ripped off, we have power steering. But push that again, still just a click. That's all we got there. And we got the back seat, which is in good shape. Wonder what's in the trunk. We haven't looked there yet. Let's try our trunk button and see if it works. There she goes. Yeah, that still works. What do we have back here? We got baby seats. Hopefully there wasn't a baby in the car at the time, which probably not, since the baby seat's in the trunk. Oh, we got one of the airbags that's blown. That looks like a, okay, yeah, that came out of there. So they cut that out for whatever reason. Huh, well, maybe there was a child seat in there, or a kid in there, but hopefully it was strapped in good. We have the stroller, and apparently it was a girl. But nowadays you can never tell. And just a bunch of random junk. So nothing good in the back end. Oh, a bearing. Wow, that is a huge bearing. Well, I guess we won't be needing that. We got good speakers left in it. We can put that back down. So I'm just taking inventory of all the parts that we can sell. We have a good lift gate with lift gate motors in it. We got like 3 good wheels, door panels. Those doors on that side are good. So I'm just going to make a list of all of the good things. We got scrap metal. I took all this stuff off the front end. We got aluminum to scrap right there. This door seems to be in good shape except for that mirror. That door's in pretty good shape. It's got a little doink right there. And this seat's in good shape. It's got a little bit of scratching right there. But good power seat here. So yeah, we got parts, rims, the Brembo brakes, which I took the wheel apart off of that one, and the caliper is still good. So lots of parts that we can sell. It's got a sunroof on it too. Okay, I want to try something here. I am going to try to bypass the starter relay and see if I can just give it power directly from the battery to the starter. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I turned the ignition on. I hope if it starts, I hope it doesn't go into gear. But it shouldn't go far, considering it doesn't have any, or it's like missing a wheel. So I'm a little bit nervous on this, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to stand off to the side here a little bit and see what happens here. Let's see, this one. Nope, this one. This one. Whoop. Oh, it made a noise. It scared me. Oh, man. Oh, no, which one was it? This one? No, it wasn't that one. This one. Well, it cranks. I guess that's a good thing. think I have the ignition on, but we got that throttle blade problem right here. I want to make sure that's closed all the way. Because that's scary too. If it's open, if the throttle blades are open and they don't close back, that could be a definite issue. Let's try that again. Doesn't seem to want to go. Okay, probably not getting any spark, and we might be getting, hopefully no gasoline is leaking out anywhere. I don't see it. I'm gonna turn the battery charger up a little bit, make sure we have enough juice to fire it. I got the ignition on. Let's see. I keep forgetting which terminal it is. It's not gonna start. Not gonna start, but it's cranking at least. Let me double check the ignition switch. Park, says park sense off, 4-wheel drive system, error, washer fluid. Turn everything off. Let's turn it back on again. So it just says ignition or accessory on. So I don't know if I took the starter relay out, so I don't know if there's another source of power that needs to go into the relay. It doesn't appear like she's going to start. I just want to adjust that throttle just a little bit, just to make sure. It's getting plenty of power, so probably not getting spark. That's going to be my best guess. I went ahead and took the air filter off, and I'm just going to give it a little snort of gasoline there. Hopefully I got enough in there. Then I'm going to dry up all this because I don't want any backfireage. Because do I have a fire extinguisher? I don't know. But yeah, I should check and see if I have a fire extinguisher. Okay, I didn't find a fire extinguisher, but I found this gallon of water. Hopefully that's water. I didn't make sure I didn't put any gasoline in that. Yeah, it should be water. So just in case, we have our water. We threw some gasoline down. We sopped it up with a shop rag and make sure our accessories are still on. Accessories on. Accessory on. Yeah. Oh, what about the brake pedal? Now we're cranking the engine. Does the brake pedal have to be pressed? That's only to crank the engine, right? Well, let's see if we get anything. No. Nothing. So I'm guessing it's a spark issue. Not getting any spark, or a crank sensor might be bad or snapped or something like that. But hey, it's still a win. We know it cranks over. Everything sounds good while it's turning over. So I'll give it a win on that one. We should be good. We're just not getting any spark for whatever reason. So this is going to be the plan. We are going to build a Dodge Charger SRT on the cheap. So we have like, I think $2,300 wrapped up in this whole vehicle. We take out the engine, we sell all the parts, the drivetrain as well. We're not going to use the transfer case, the front differential. We're not going to use that transmission. We're not going to use that rear end. So we got all those parts to sell as well. We should be able to make all our money back without any problem. Maybe we even make a profit and get the engine for free. What does it go in? Well, I am thinking about our 2014 Ohio State Police car right here. Now, this has a pretty good body on it. The only issue with this car is it has that lifter tap. If you look back at my other video, I fired it up and we can hear that lifter tapping. So this one needs a new cam. This has a 5.7 in it. So we all know how that goes. This only has like 123,000 miles on it, but it is in really good shape. It still runs and drives. So, you know, it's a good car. It is really, really solid. It's a 14. It's just before the new body style. But what about a budget SRT vehicle? We could even swap out the front end on the cheap if we wanted to and update it to a 15 plus. But I only have $1,500 into this car. So if we only have $1,500 in that and we sell all the parts off of that one, maybe we can keep a $1,500 price tag on a Charger SRT or an SRT conversion. So if you know anything about swapping a Jeep engine into a Charger, let me know. Do we have to change the oil pan? Are they the same? We need a new throttle body. Does the throttle body off the 5.7 work? I'm going to need a little bit of information. So if you know something about this engine, just hit me up and let me know. I am hoping that we can just, boom, take that out, change the throttle body, and drop it right into that Dodge Charger. And we should be able to use the exhaust manifolds. Can we use the exhaust manifolds? Do they hook to the Charger Y pipe? If not, should we use some headers? Maybe we should just get headers and eliminate all the cats and the mufflers and the pre-mufflers and the post-mufflers and the pre-post mufflers that it has on it. It has a lot of exhaust system on one of those cars and one of these. Oh, catalytic converters. We have a set of catalytic converters underneath there that is probably worth, I don't know, $300 to $500 scrap, and maybe even worth more, you know, selling it on the open market for somebody that got their catalytic converter stolen off their SRT Grand Cherokee. So there's another few $100s that we can get and offset the cost of this vehicle. We're gonna make some money, I'm pretty sure, and I'll keep you posted. But that is gonna wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.